Namaskar. First of all, I would like to begin by thanking organizer Choksi Harriers Private Limited Udaipur, Madam Mrs. Namrata Choksi ji, coordinator who is a wonderful artist and a beautiful soul, Mr. Nirmal Yadav ji, for organizing this 15-day National Art Camp, where participants from Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh met online on this platform. And we began this journey on 1st June with introductory session, sharing our artworks. Many were known, few were new for each other, but these 15 days brought all of us together, all of us close, and we started complimenting each other's works, criticizing the comments, sharing our moods, and many a time stupid quotes that reflected a childlike character in all of the participant artists. Then in between a phase came when chats and talks became lesser on WhatsApp group, cause we were on the urge of painting our blank surface. Cheering the night times on WhatsApp reminds of the offline art camps, where we would have danced, sung melodies, would have done mimicries, played flute, or pretended to be a storyteller. We missed that meet and everybody's presence all together, discussing and gossiping and knowing each other, talking about our art journey, sitting or standing with coffees, teas or drinks at the corners. Everything was moving like a hazy and fadey picture in front of me. Still, this online event gave a very fresh experience of getting connected, staying apart at distance, far, far away from each other. We all interviewed memories of its own kind and uniqueness. Hemanji's third eye, or sensory observation of smelling forms and textures in very ordinary daily life objects, kept us awakened all the time during these 15 days. This keen observation of his then came into his blue canvas, the art piece, which was filled with staircases, boundaries, balustrades, gateways, jharokhas, minarets, tombs, and many more small and large, diminishing or clear architectural settings. It was stoic, silent, and emotionally charged art piece, possessing a lot of source of light emerging out of each corner, filled with positivity. Anuragji skillfully captured the cacophony found in the ancient city of Varanasi on his piece of art. Art of Banaras Ghats with riverfront steps leading to the bank of river Ganges. An amazing perspective of religion, rituals and everyday life. It was captured by him in the beautiful golden hours of the day. Very precise, detailed and accurate representation of Ghat. I would say he has skills of bringing naturalism, mimesis and illusionism, a kind of work that bridges the gap between realism and surrealism. As art is said to be a synonym of expression or bhav, Chandrakantji actually brought all the Shringaras and Chantras to his relief works that he shared, whether of Shiva or Krishna or others. Then he painted green with few hues. This form of art is complex as it combines many features of the two-dimensional pictorial as well as three-dimensional small components. Chandrakantji filled all his knowledge and skill to bring beauty in his art piece. It's a deep, moody green, very intense, with a deep richness, the color of renewal that soothes with its gentle and peaceful undertones. These all components were embedded together in his paintings. Arvindji's paintings had bold and very clear components of fantasy, as if they know how to use forms to manipulate a surface to depict his dreamy world. I would say it's a kind of art having light of futuristic and surrealistic architecture visionary. Use of bold and thick patches of yellow, reds and blues. They are attracting the eyes of a viewer, and application of pure form of these colors actually reflects a childlike character of the artist. It seems as if artist paints his dreams that spark these visuals of his new ideas each time with almost similar elements. The elements that are reduced of outward distractions and sensations and thus knitting their own compositional settings onto the surface. Jagdish Ji's colorful architectural settings were very dominating and clear at early stage, which soon appeared drabbed out or as if clad with and hiding behind a very mild, hazy layer of white linen cloth. There is a window onto the psychology as well as personality of the painter here, filled with geometrical elements. His buildings started rejecting or hiding the rational world, and surreality emerged out by combining something familiar with something strange and showed ordinary objects in extraordinary ways. Dineshji's quiet nature emerged in his art piece, where blue-colored Buddha was drawn in a manner that his urna, the auspicious mark symbolizing vision to the divine world, was clearly visible. It was placed at the very center of the canvas. A full-blossomed lotus placed at Chitta, representing the realization of enlightenment. It was also painted. Calligraphic elements were energizing his whole concept. Use of mild pastel shades provided space to the vibrant blue Buddha coming almost out of the surface. Whole composition started conveying that artist's creativity can be unleashed by letting go of the conscious and giving free rein to the unconscious. Ram Viranjanji's delicate and elegant female figures delightfully portray the beauty blooming in serene quietude that reveals a deeper meaning when it is contemplated in artist's perspective and context. Stylized, yet very simple lotus surroundings, they were giving a world fully blooming, symbolizing a kind of divine manifestation. Richly adorned female figures surrounded by natural elements always inspire Ram Viranjanji's art. He, through his paintings, always expressed the plight of women in a divine surrounding, possessing kind of poetic elements sewed in mellifluous way. Priyaji's paintings are created on a textured surface and alluring female as her subject is done in very unique way. Her very elegant pieces features beautiful depiction of women with the characteristics of innocence and elegance. Her paintings reflect both the artist's point of view and her independent voice that speaks a unique message to each beholder. The texture she creates as a background gave a luminosity to her figurative representation. Her paintings reflect silence inside, but very expressive and outspoken kind of element outside. Beautiful rendition of feminism. Nirmal Ji's painting. It's a painted, astonishing architectural setting. In fact, a corner of building. And a pair of Rajasthan puppets, or I would love to say Katputli, hung from its wall. It's a scene of backstage where colorful Katputlis clad in red Rajasthani garment and profuse jewels are almost conversing each other, adorning the ochre wall of architecture, as puppets have a defined expression that does not change. What changes is the position, the posture and gesture of its body parts, heads, hands and legs, which suggest the mood of the scene or the episode. Here too in this painting, very interesting is the female puppet, who is curiously turning her head out of a small jharoka, lifting it upwards as if looking to his male counterpart in a naughtiest way, as if expressing her love and passion for him. Whole compositional setting and perfect application of sunlight, darkness and shadow of strings and puppets enhances the beauty of complete visual and provides life to its essence. About the works I did, I would say that 12 small size paintings I did in this camp on a rough craggy texture I prepared as a surface before starting my art. It is prepared out of bits and pieces of newspapers and bahi khatas I use. One can notice very few colors and miniature paintings, noticed and unnoticed, very minute but striking elements, textures and props, etc. in that. Then I apply many layers of coffee over it, where many a times form appear on its own out of the layered coats, and then whole scene starts assimilating on this patchy crude media. I painted the lost history of extincting species, which once bedecked the Rajasthani miniature paintings as a consort of Nika. The alarming situation of annihilation of both the species and Nika concept that comes out from my heart onto the canvas. I, Kanu, Priya, learned a lot from the team or this group I worked within 15 days span. All of the artists are amazingly brilliant, but more than that, they are very much grounded. Each one of the participants created something so deeply, their personal moods and experiences, that their art started speaking out everything. I heard all, and I'm telling now. Dear participants, you all through your art helped me read your artworks so that I could evoke and validate your emotions. Thanks for your creative dialogues, dear. Thanks to Choksi Harris Private Limited, Udaipur. Madam Namrita ji, Coordinator Nirmal Yadav sir, for trusting us and in this pandemic situation of loneliness and depression, giving us this wonderful opportunity to speak out loud through our art. It was pleasure and great working under the banner SAAKAAR.